Okay, guys, welcome in. Today's reading, we are going to get into what are your superpowers in the new earth. So we're really just talking about what are your strengths, what are the energies that you are meant to be holding at this time. We're going to get kind of some insights on who you are, who you're meant to be, like I said, coming into this new ascension, this new level that you're about to be reaching in your spiritual path, the embodiment of more of yourself, your higher self, kind of communicating more about who you are becoming at this time. If you're someone who resonates again with being a light worker, a light being, maybe a star seed, one of the chosen ones, however you want to refer to yourself. If you feel like you're on that path of awakening, we're going to get some information on who you are and the energies that you're meant to be holding at this time. So I just like to call that your new earth ascension superpowers, what you're doing really good at. Okay, so let's dive right in. With these cards, I want to see, what are you flourishing into? For the collective, for the viewer that's here today, what are they flourishing into at this time? Be spontaneous. Okay, so we have expansion at the bottom of the deck, so that's perfect alignment. The number 12 is also considered a number of completion at times. Okay, and the hands here are standing out to me, so this is your spiritual team. It seems like there's a specific spirit guide that some of you either know outwardly, talk to, work with, but it seems like there's one particular energy, a very strong energy too. A lot of support coming from whatever this energy is, from whoever this energy is on your spiritual team. With this hand here, Spirit is pointing that out. Okay, and they're also saying that this person on your spiritual team is singing your praises with a hummingbird here. They see how quickly you're moving, the leaps that you're taking, the heights that you're going to, the heat, the passion that you have behind this with the hot air balloons here. You have the crown of the flowers here. So you're very much in alignment with everything that is, everything around you. And Spirit is really encouraging you to feel good about all that beauty that's pouring out of your heart chakra at this time, and just kind of confirming to you again that you're super supported. Also, a message coming through with the expansion card that anything that you envision for yourself is possible at this time. We have that beautiful castle coming over here out of that flower. And we asked, what are you blossoming into at this time? So the answer to that, what are you flourishing into, is really anything that you envision for yourself. And that is the beauty and the power of that new earth energy, is that you are a creator in this space. They always say that we're creators, but in this new earth energy, you being a creator is going to be so much more significant, so much more prominent, and it's going to be flowing. They're showing it to me like a tap, right? Like you go up to the faucet and you turn the water on and it's just flowing out. You're going to be in that flow. There's so much more to pour out. Whereas before, in those old energies, you may have been more used to like a trickle coming out or a drip, or sometimes you tried to turn that nozzle for creativity or something that you wanted to manifest in your life and nothing was coming out. It was just dry. But now when you go to turn that on, it's going to be an eternal flow, endless, like this waterfall that's tucked behind here. And it's behind her head, so expect new ideas to be coming in. So the first thing that they want us to know about your superpowers in this new earth energy and in your ascension is that you're a creator. You are expansion, and anything that you desire to create for yourself, hold the vision for that. And your spiritual team is here with their hand out supporting you. Also, you can see this person is kind of translucent here. There's a couple of messages coming through about that. So this person is looking translucent because your spiritual team wants you to know that they see things about you that you don't see about yourself. But they're also speaking to me about your transient nature at this time. You are looking, it looks see-through on this card, translucent, because again, you are one with everything that is. Yeah, there's a big focus on that from your spiritual team. That the expansion, you're expanding your grasp of who you are. And it's like that idea that we're all one, not just all people, but all of everything that is, right? When they say that we are nothing and we are everything. This is a deep message, but if you're here, I'm going to assume that you're ready for it. And if not, you'll click off. So it's my job to deliver the messages that come through as they come through. So you're expanding more in your knowledge that you are nothing at all and you are everything that is. So we'll probably touch more on that throughout the reading. But you're getting a better idea of your connectedness. And they're really bringing this through because, again, she's translucent, but then she's taking on the colors of the sky back here and the flowers that are fading into the other foliage. The waterfall is running down over her shoulder here. It's like she's becoming one with the picture. So she's there and yet becoming one with the picture. Hopefully you see what I'm saying there. But let's move on to some other cards. The card that actually flipped out for us here was Be Spontaneous. Yeah, and they're showing me the 3 and the 1 at the bottom, but like the 3 of Wands. So again, it's what you're envisioning in the future. And then that 1, they're giving me the Magician, so you can manifest exactly what you envision. But your superpower, what you're flourishing into in this new earth energy. Again, look at those hands joining here. You are so supported by your spiritual team, but also you're going to be so supported by the people around you. So what Spirit is bringing through to me is that you are going to start finding that even if this hasn't been your energy in the past, what you're stepping into, what you're flourishing into at this time is that the world is going to start to yield to you. Now, what I mean by that is that you're going to start finding people that want to help you, people that randomly want to offer you things, big things and small things, help, a compliment, provision, resources, you know, the strangest things like, hey, I have this art space. Would you like to come create in my space with me? Hey, I was going to go to this class. My friend canceled on me. I have an extra ticket. Would you like to go with me? Just different random offers that are synchronicities that are perfect for you. So they're encouraging you right now to be spontaneous in this season, and also letting you know that the new version of you that you're flourishing into is spontaneous because they trust so much in the universe. They trust so much in the synchronicities. They trust so much in the guidance. The new you knows that you are safe, that you are protected, that you are cared for, so you can be spontaneous when those opportunities crop up for you. You are empowered to take advantage of them. We have a supermoon coming up at the time that we're recording this, so that could be really significant for you. The supermoon for you, they're really bringing through this orange color. It's glowing, it's hot, it's vibrant, it's passionate. So you might be feeling a lot more passionate at this time, a lot more excited about stuff, which of course, spontaneity. If you're not leaning into the fear, then you're going to be super excited about the unknown and about what could crop up and about what is next. I feel like your antennas are going to be on point in this season. Your feelers are out there. You're sensing things a lot more easily. Let's go ahead and get some tarot cards. What are their superpowers? Transformation in this new earth. Your ability to go with the flow. Your ability to say goodbye to the old, out with the old and in with the new. Not just because it's a new year. Wow. Your superpower is to hold love. Ace of Cups. You have such strong energy. Honestly, for the collective that's watching this, some people might not be able to stand to be in the same room with you, and Spirit doesn't want you to take that as an insult. They want you to take that as a confirmation about how bright you're shining. Okay, imagine someone who's been living in a cave their whole life, living in the darkness. If they are greeted with the sunshine, If they step out into that, or the sun all of a sudden started shining into their cave, right? You walk into this cave. It's going to be too much for them. It would literally blind them because their eyes have been so adjusted to looking in the dark, and you are the light. So you have to understand that you won't be everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay. In this season, you're not meant to dim your light. You're not meant to hold less love. You are meant to hold exactly the amount of love that you hold. It's going to overflow into the world, and the appropriate people that are ready for that are going to be standing beneath this cup and receiving the overflow. So your mind is going to be something that's a superpower. The King of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles. Let's get one more card out here. But the King of Swords, they're showing me like a chess game, right? The Emperor. Okay, there is a lot of masculine energy on the table. So you might be bringing a healing to masculine energy within yourself at this time, making peace with it. For a lot of you in this collective, it feels like maybe before you thought that you needed to lean more into feminine energy, or maybe felt suppressed by masculine energies, but you're going to be healing the masculine energy within yourself. So that'll be one of the things that you're helping to do as well in the new earth, is learning how to appreciate the masculine energy within yourself and within others, and learning how to, and supporting people to yield that power in an appropriate way. Because the Emperor doesn't have to be a bad guy, right? Power is not bad. It's what do you do with the throne? What do you do when you're wearing the crown? There's a lot of Aries energy in here as well. So again, bringing up that fire energy. If you're an Aries, that could just be an additional confirmation for you at this time. But your power to transform is what's huge for you. Again, to let go and to move forward. The Ace of Cups, the level of love that you are holding. We have the Dove of Peace up here. You just drop off peace into other people's lives. You're holding this beautiful energy of love and transmuting things because of that. But your mind is also powerful as well. There is a message here about not overthinking things with the King of Swords coming out. You want to stay in balance with that. But again, you're healing that masculine energy. And with the Knight of Pentacles coming out, the other thing here that the Spirit wants to talk about, your superpower, is your ability to take your time with things. Your ability to be patient. And you're not trying to control it. The more that you can go with the flow. The Emperor is not in a rush for anything, because the Emperor knows everything that he wants comes to him. The King of Swords is sitting on his throne with all of his knowledge. He's ready to strike when he needs to, but he's sitting here right now, calm, observing. Okay, your mind is a powerful thing. Your observations, what you're learning right now, is powerful. The Knight of Pentacles, he's on this horse, but he's not even holding on to the reins. He's holding his pentacle because he's relaxed. He trusts his horse. The horse in this case representing spirit, riding you along your journey, taking you along your journey. And you are having the patience to pick up the information that you need along the way. And that's what's giving you all of that knowledge that you have over here, which ultimately your knowledge, your love, your ability to know the seasons for things in life and accept that, your ability to be spontaneous and go with the flow right now and follow your passions, is all culminating in this Emperor card. So your new earth power is going to be that you're sitting in so much power, and there's so much beautiful balance here. I want to see what has been difficult for the collective to let go of to get into this space. Why do we want to see what's difficult? Because we want to help ourselves forward. And if we can look at what's difficult, then we can understand how we can bring ease to that. So is there anything that's been making it difficult for them to hold these energies? Anything that they need to be careful of? Yeah, Yes, 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 yes. Bringing through that energy again that you might have felt suppressed at some point in your life, or you may have had to suppress parts of yourself. It feels like maybe if you're here, you might have some kind of feminine energy wounding just a little bit, and that's transmuting at this time. But in the past, you felt vulnerable and alone. So again, this is like what we were talking about a moment ago, where, like I said, if you went into the dark cave, everybody's not going to be ready for your level of light. They literally can't see it. They can't perceive it. They can't stand it. They can't look at it. It's not personal. It's where they are. And that's what you have to understand. And that's what's coming up when this card says that you felt alone and vulnerable. Because if you feel like no one has your back, that's a vulnerable place to be. Often these people, we see them in a seat of power and we don't realize how vulnerable they feel because they feel like they have to stay in this seat of power. They have to watch all these other people that want what they have, right? That's why you become the king first. You've worked out your mind, and this all culminates in the emperor, a level up as far as tarot goes from the king. So the now energy is you understand your emotions. That's you holding so much love. The power in your thoughts, King of Swords, and the self-love needed not to feel alone. Yeah, and so your spiritual team with all those cards reaching out and holding hands like we see right here, your spiritual team really wants to confirm to you again that you are not alone. But with this card, I was asking what's been difficult for you to get through to hold these energies. So maybe feeling vulnerable about flying your flag is what they're saying, right? Flying your freak flag, as they say. People might have made you feel like you were strange, different, an outcast. I'm hearing ahead of your time. So you may have been holding these new earth energies for a long time before you started seeing everyone talk about it. So it might have been something that you had to keep hush hush is what I'm hearing specifically. But now because of that, you've internalized with your thoughts so much and you've had to be patient. So now you're comfortable in moving in that slow, patient energy, and you understand that spirit is always unfolding this for you. Wow, that's a beautiful message. Okay, let's get a few more cards out here. What are going to be some of their focal points as they hold this energy and move into that new level, to those new energetic spaces? Goals, okay. Breakthrough. All right, attraction is there. So emotional healing is definitely coming up for you. Spirit bringing that through again. Harmony on the bottom of the deck. It is in reverse, so that lets us know that you're still working on coming into harmony with all of this. But Spirit is saying the more that you lean into that loving energy, the better off that you're going to be. You are going to notice that your goals are going to start to change. This message is coming up a lot lately. But that makes sense. When it comes up a lot, we have to say it again, because that means that people need to hear it again. Because sometimes we hear something and even get excited about it, and then we return to our everyday life and we go back to the same routines and the same patterns. So Spirit will say it again and again and again and again and again until you finally get that breakthrough moment where it really sticks and it becomes your new way of operation. It becomes your new subconscious undertone, okay? So this is giving the Last Supper energy. Yeah, so it's like you're in your final moments before you ascend higher, before you level up. You may be saying goodbye to certain people, places, or things that just aren't serving you anymore. There's no negativity in that. That's just a part of the process. But a breakthrough is coming for you. A breakthrough is on the way. For some of you, there's also a message here about, only take what resonates for you, but for someone here, there's a message coming through about drinks or alcohol, or even like ayahuasca ceremonies and stuff like that. You may not need to use other tools or other things outside of yourself to connect with spirit so much anymore. It's a pretty big message for someone here, that there's going to be a breakthrough to where you don't need those outside factors to stimulate you almost, because you understand your mind so much better, to where you can just go plug directly in. You don't need a ceremony or a ritual or to have a drink and to get loose or to smoke and be able to receive messages. It's like it's coming through a more clear channel. And ultimately that's what you want to do, is be able to connect in a really clear, unobstructed way. So that breakthrough is coming through for you. And a breakthrough just in any area of your life that you know that you've been working on for a long time, because, you know, the death card is here. So you've got that transition coming. So anything that you've been pushing for, wanting to work on, that's coming through in a breakthrough for you in a very big way. A lot of strong energy coming off of this card. The goals here, you know, a lot of people are going through this right now, transitioning out of those 9-to-5 roles, because the new earth will not be set up that way. It just won't. It just won't. So this doesn't mean go quit your job or whatever, but you're going to start to see your goals and your priorities shift. Right now it came out in this direction, so you may still be at that job, but you're going to have some ideas coming in. When you're on your computer, you're not just going to be looking at work stuff. You're going to be looking at ideas, your future. You know, his mind is working about more than what's going on at this desk. And the more that you allow yourself to operate in that energy, you will be able to walk through this doorway here, okay, to experience new energies in the new earth. We have attraction. It is in the reverse. So again, this is kind of like that card where we were talking about struggling with being alone a little bit, or feeling alone. But as you step into holding these energies more, a love for yourself, you are going to start to attract like-minded people. Like-minded people coming in. I want to see if there's actually any angel messages for you right now. Do we have any angel messages? Do you, Spirit, have any angel messages for the collective here right now? Look for a sign. That's really beautiful. Okay, so in the near futures on the bottom, I do feel like there's a huge breakthrough coming there for you. Remain positive. Give yourself flowers is what Spirit said. So some of you could literally need to go buy yourself flowers, or just go do something nice for yourself that you've been thinking about doing. Some of you are going to be experiencing so many new downloads. You might feel physically your crown chakra opening and expanding, like we talked about that expansion card earlier on the bottom of the deck. But your angel messages, look for a sign. And for you, I'm hearing that the signs are going to be really obvious, because look at that huge lightning strike. It's also giving me the energy of Zeus, you know, the god of the gods. So that's like the emperor energy here. So you, viewer, you have some serious strong energy. 4:11 on the clock right now. I feel like the 411, the information is coming to you, but 411 could be significant for you is what Spirit is saying. So you might just want to look up what those numbers mean to you. It is also giving me the 4 of Wands though. It's the 1111 card, a portal. Some of you could resonate with having gone through a portal in November on 1111. Maybe you took a class or connected with someone at that time, or had a really important conversation that's going to be unfolding and unpacking something for you. That breakthrough, talking about your goals with someone. Okay, but the 4 of Wands is a celebration. But just look up 411 and see what it means for you. But they're also just reconfirming this card, because 411, you know, they used to say that's the information, right? Give them the information. So look for a sign from your spirit, from your spiritual guides. Yeah, and in both of these cards, they're holding the talisman, you know. So you are in charge of your powers, and you're learning more about yielding. They keep wanting to use that word yielding, so that's going to be important for you, that you're going to learn how to yield your powers coming up here. And look for a sign. It's going to be a really obvious sign with this lightning this lightning bolt. It's going to be something really obvious, really undeniable. Watch out in the next few days if it actually storms. That could be a significant sign for you actually as well. If you hear lightning and thunder outside, for some of you there might be things that you see within clouds or smoke. If you go somewhere where there's smoke for some reason, like you're in a hookah lounge or you're sitting by a bonfire, Spirit is bringing that through. Like the Native Americans, you might actually see images within that are signs for you. Okay, that was very specific. That's okay. Let's get a couple more cards and round this thing out. What's a little more of their energy right now? Okay, and a little more of the energy that they're stepping into. Yes, okay. This is perfect. So right now you're in the energy of, this card says completion and west, the puzzle pieces, the 4, okay? That 4 is significant again. Like the 4 of Wands, but just stability, foundation. You're gonna have a firm foundation. Again, we're leveling up your mind. You're getting upgrades in your new mind. This puzzle piece. Look for the signs, because it's like you're getting more light codes. You're getting that last piece of information to take you to the next level, to give you that breakthrough. Some of you have been praying for a specific sign. Some of you, this video is going to be a sign for you. You know, take the confirmations where you find them. Trust yourself when you feel it in your gut. Spirit is bringing that through really strong. So that's for someone here. Now, the energy that you're stepping into, I love also that these came out as number 4 and number 5. So again, you're taking the methodical steps like that Knight of Pentacles, one foot in front of the other, and you're letting the horse trollop along, which is Spirit taking you along the journey. And you're sitting there for the ride, relaxing, collecting those pentacles, collecting that solid information that's going to ultimately take you into this place of being the emperor. Okay, but to make equal and the equator, some of you could be feeling hotter lately, literally getting hot flashes. Just a random message coming through there. You could feel like your world is turning differently, experiencing different signs in the world, just kind of feeling like the world is a different place to you at this time. And if not, that's the energy that you're moving into next. But this is like that yin and yang energy. Meeting yourself halfway is what Spirit is saying. So meeting your higher self, listening to those messages more, meeting your spiritual team halfway, really working collaboratively with them more, listening to that, receiving those messages. Okay, let's get one final card here with the crystal cards. Let's see a crystal that might be good for you to work with at this time, or something that might be helpful. That wanted to come right out. Okay. So we have the rhodochrosite, and that is remember your worth. Strawberry shortcake, the dessert, is literally coming through. So someone here, that may be their favorite dessert, or some person in your life that's their favorite dessert. That's coming through for some reason, so we'll put that out there. But remember your worth during this process. Okay, because Spirit wants you to remember that you are worth so much more than you know, just as you are. It's not about performance. It's not about numbers. It's not about money. It's not about other people. You are worthy, and you got to remember your worth, because you're holding that beautiful Ace of Cups energy, and that is so much more valuable than you know. So those are your beautiful energies that you are holding this time as you move into the new earth energies, or leveling up your next space spiritually, however you want to word that and look at that. I really hope that this was helpful for you. If you stuck around, hit like, hit subscribe, help other people find this, connect in the comments, because this is going to be your soul tribe, your soul family as you're on this journey. And I will see you in another video. Take care.